thank you again for being a part of and having Medicine Singing be a part of your life. We are grateful to have you as part of ours. By now you have watched, or if you have not yet, please watch the vignette titled Our Highest Aspirations. We will present 3 blessings for this vignette, and this is the first, which is known as when we are not sure of what our dream is. This gives you some clues of what to do. This presentation will be more visual in nature, and we hope you find it helpful. We're going to follow the pattern of breath for each of these 3 parts of the program. That is, pause, inhale, pause, exhale, pause. The natural flow of breath. Because within this, if we truly are of one breath, of one life, then our breath is a great clue, a great skill, a great director, an inner compass for us. So what do we do if we don't know what our dream is? When people are talking about, I'm following my dream. What are you doing with your dream? And you don't know what your dream is, but you'd like to know. You start with a pause. And you breathe. Inhale. As soon as you've slowed down and paused, the inhale is the discipline of exploring. You pause as you consider the baby steps you might want to take as you explore what you would like to have as your dream, or what you are called to have as your dream. We then exhale, where we dare to say it. On the exhale is where we dare to say to some few trusted friends, counselors, or wise people what we're beginning to suspect our dream is. The pattern of breath. In the spiritual dimension, this follows. Pause is surrender to the Creator, to God. The inhale is the Creator approaches us. The pause is the Creator, God, in us. The exhale is we approach the Creator. We approach God and dare to say it. And finally, the next pause. This is the natural breath that we have already in our lives, each and every one of us sharing this in community. One breath, many dreams. When we are unsure of what our dream is, we have to stop all of our busyness and pause. And then, inhale, we begin to explore. When we begin to explore, we are no longer lost. We may have felt that way to begin with. People may have thought we were lost. But we know now we're exploring. We're asking the questions, what would I like to do with my life? What is the dream that I want to follow? Is there a dream for me? What would it look like? And if I could possibly know, I pause and consider, what steps would I take if I knew it? I would take baby steps. And on the exhale, I will in private, with a few trusted friends or advisors, say it. I think my dream could be, I'm wondering if my dream is, I think I'm being called to, and the pattern of who we are unfolds. Pause into the inhale with exploring. Pause, pondering the baby steps to take. Exhale, the dare to say it among trusted friends or counsel. And the rest and pause. So take a deep breath and exhale and relax. This is one of the most essential components of medicine singing. One of 3 of the breath patterns will follow when seeking, knowing, or living your dream. But here we are seeking, and I call it the gestational phase. I call it gestational because you may be guessing, and that is absolutely okay. Exploring requires us to guess. Exploring requires us to let go and to let down, to take baby steps, to feel our way, to see our way, to hear our way, taste our way, listen for the way. And then to dare to say it. Isn't it interesting the way that we are made? We have 2 ears to listen for the dream. We have 2 eyes to watch for it. We have 1 mouth. We speak about it last in this process. We dare to say it only after we've listened and watched and taken some baby steps and dared to guess what our dream may be. As part of the inhale, the exploring, this is where we take time to remember, reflect, and share of who our heroes are, who our helpers have been in our life, who the healers have been in our life. It can be very important to journal this journey, to record these, and to share them with a few trusted friends or counsel. This is where we tell the truth about our culture as we're exploring, particularly paying attention to any cultural or racial harms that have affected our life scripts. We pay attention, we observe them, and how their experiences impacted us, our individual lives, and our family of origin. Not only our family of origin, but also our culture of origin, our tribes, and our communities, because it is part of the golden thread, even if we dare to say that. We are honest about the skills, competencies, and capabilities we have as we approach taking some baby steps about what we're gestationally thinking is our dream. Honest about our abilities, capabilities, competencies may require us to add new skills or understandings, but first we are honest about how we are currently equipped, and we are honest about how we have been equipped from our culture of origin and our family of origin. And we breathe. And we begin to sense the golden thread that the breath follows, that your dream follows through space and time and down through history in your family and culture of origin, and to the new things you're being invited to consider. So as you do your best in your exploring, and you give yourself the freedom to explore, we begin to approach considering baby steps. Have you ever watched a 2-year-old take their first steps? It's magnificent. You ever notice that generally we don't criticize it, but we applaud it? we have forgotten about that since adulthood usually. We applaud simply taking the steps, unsteady as they may be, as strong and paced as it may come. The step in of itself is sufficient, just as our exploring is. Give yourself a wide space, exploring, considering baby steps, daring to say it in a coffee house, in the corner of the table, at your dear friend's house. Begin to say what you think that it is, what you feel that it is, and even in your heart, what you know that it is becoming in you. So we are in the gestational phase. You know it takes time. Those of you that have given birth, those of you that have had children, lost children, those of you who are men, who have children or lost children, dreamed of children, you know that gestation takes time. We're at the gestational phase. And we're guessing, we're exploring, we're taking baby steps, we're daring to say it. It takes some time. Be patient. Have compassion on yourself. Give yourself permission to give yourself the time. It's okay. You can take the time that you need in the gestational phase. And stay tuned. What's approaching? As we inhale, pause, and exhale, and pause. If all has gone well, we now approach the gestational phase. Stay tuned.